We all know how much Lionel Messi loves his family. We see this play out in every one of his Instagram videos. The thing is, Lionel Messi loves his wife even more. He loves her more than his life. And we see how much he adores her by their photographs and videos. However, while all looks well, a storm might be brewing behind the scenes. The storm could rip Messi, his wife, and their kids apart. Before we continue, kindly like this video and subscribe to this channel and get more videos like this. Trust me, we offer juicy stuff all the time, so ensure you watch this video to the end. As a kid growing up in Argentina, all Leo wanted to do was play football. Every day, Leo would be found in the streets of his beloved Rosario, dribbling humans and non-humans with footballs and cans, practicing free kicks and scoring goals. But while rare, special days came by, and Leo's day came. That day, he met a woman who would change his life forever. Leo was training as usual, dribbling with his uncanny sixth sense we all came to love. And as the ball went out for a throw-in, he looked up and spotted a girl right across the park where he was playing. Being just 7 years old at the time, all Messi had ever done was play football. But just for a while, he felt an urge to talk to this girl. Well, he did. He walked right up to her and introduced himself. He found out her name was Antonella. From that day, they became friends. Like most love stories, Leo could not stop thinking about the girl he had met at the park. Every time he went to the park, he would look up in anticipation to see her during training, and he was never disappointed. She was always around to watch him while she strolled in the park. As the days went by, the visits became frequent and grew closer. Messi knew he had found a special person. So one evening after training, Leo called Antonella aside and made a deep, solemn promise. "Antonella, I promise you that you will be my girlfriend one day." Whoa, one wonders what Antonella must have imagined after that statement. Nevertheless, it did not matter. Leo was in love, and to fulfill his promise, he would become one of the best players in the world to fulfill his promise to take care of Antonella to the best of his knowledge. But see guys, something would happen to Leo that would take the wind out of Leo's sails and scupper his plans to take care of Antonella. "We are sorry, Leo, but you have growth hormone syndrome, which means you might not grow as well as you should. If you do nothing about it, your life might be at risk." This news shattered Leo. His dreams of becoming a professional and taking care of Antonella were slowly fading into oblivion, and he could do nothing about it. How was he to fulfill his promise to Antonella when he could not play football, the one thing he was good at? Leo decided to take action by sending out applications to clubs who would be interested in him before tragedy struck. All but one refused to take him up on his offer. Your guess is as good as mine. FC Barcelona took him, which turned out to be one of the club's best decisions ever made. Now that Messi could concentrate on his football, he could get better at football. In no time, he became one of the hottest young talents in football. Not just that, he quickly became one of the best in the world. Now, clubs had begun to take notice of Messi's ability, especially those who spurned their chances to get him on their books. But this wasn't Messi's worry. Messi was not interested in any other club, only in how Antonella would join him in Spain. The days were getting longer as the opportunities to see Antonella grew fewer. But just before he could touch down in Argentina to take his most prized asset to Spain with him for the last time, he got a devastating call, one that would almost ruin Leo and break his heart into a million pieces. "Leo, are you there? Antonella has been in an accident. Can you come down to South America real quick?" Without thinking twice, the would-be Ballon d'Or record holder took leave from his club and jumped on the first plane to Argentina. When he landed, he found out that the accident had been so severe that one of Antonella's friends had died instantly at the car accident scene. This scared Messi to death and had him worried to pieces. So for the first time in a long time, Messi went to his knees and asked God to heal Antonella. To his promise he added, "I would take care of Antonella as I would myself if she gets healed." It seemed God was a Messi fan. In less time than the doctors expected, Antonella Roccuzzo fully recovered. This was surely a sign that God was with him. So Messi went one step further. "Antonella, will you follow me back to Spain? If you do, I promise to take care of you like I promised the last time." Of course, Antonella said yes. And a few days later, Leo and his longtime friend were on a flight back to Barcelona. Now that Antonella was with him, a fresh determination arose in Leo to keep his promise, take care of her, while also starting a family with her. However, life was not done with Messi, not just yet. Just after getting to Spain with Antonella, while resting and swiping through Instagram after scooping up the Ballon d'Or in 2016, he received a photo from a fan. Now, Messi gets many messages, more than a ton, every day, but this one was interesting. Why? Because she kept sending more. So, Messi decided he would go through the messages. When he did, it left him speechless. These were from the 2016 supermodel, Miss Bum Bum contest winner, Suzy Cortez. Suzy Cortez had made no secret about her love for FC Barcelona. It was her favorite football club, and she was a die-hard fan of Messi. She was so obsessed with Leo that she once painted herself, yes, herself, in the colors of Barcelona, and also took pictures of herself wearing a miniature Messi jersey. That wouldn't have meant anything serious until 2016, when Miss Bum Bum got a tattoo of Leo in a place so cringe that it left her fans dumbfounded. These pictures can be found on her social media pages, tagging Leo. This made his fans begin to connect imaginary dots that Messi and Suzy had a thing going. At this point, Messi could not take it anymore. After one more tagged photo, he picked up his iPhone and blocked her. This sent Suzy into rage mode. How would Leo, her favorite footballer, block her? Thinking it was a fluke, she decided to message Antonella. However, Antonella did exactly what Messi did. She blocked her too. At this point, Suzy was as furious as a mother bear. She did the next best thing a hurt person would do. She went online and made a post accusing, you would not believe it, Antonella of being jealous. In her first post, she said, "I think blocking me was just his wife exaggerating things." Of course, the post blew up when it got to social media, but Suzy was not done yet. She made a second post and went ballistic when the first one, this time slicing into Antonella like a samurai sword through bamboo. "I do my role as a model and I'm a Barca fan. It's not my fault that Messi has a jealous wife who blocks me for my ridiculous overreaction. Barca is 116 years old and bigger than any player, no matter how good he is." This made Leo's social media fans begin to suspect that something was not right. So, like any 21st century fan would do, they began digging deep to unravel the whole truth. It was then that they began to discover some shocking stuff. Firstly, this is not the first time Leo would do this. Just a few years back, a female Leo fan posted something on an Instagram story and tagged Leo. Hopefully, lucky for her, Leo saw it and reacted to the post. The lady went nuts with excitement. I bet anyone would too. But she went overboard and started acting like Messi was into her. She began to tag Messi in non-important posts. Messi saw this as a mistake on his part and blocked her. Do you think Messi did the right thing to those ladies? Let us know what you think in the comment section. For reasons unknown today, Leo's fans decided to dig even deeper and found something else. They found that Messi was okay with handshakes and hugs when he took photos of male fans and other celebrities. But when it came to female fans, Messi never made contact, choosing to keep his hands to himself. Everyone has seen that video of Messi taking a picture with former teammate Piqué's wife, Shakira, where he kept his hands behind himself, right beside her. But seriously guys, the whole story has hit every nook and cranny on social media. People have concluded that Antonella was the one behind all of this. People began to say that she was behind Messi's perceived distancing, refusing to reply to the girls and blocking them on social media for good measure. When the news got to Antonella, as expected, it affected her. She became sad and even decided to give Leo some space. Leo was absolutely devastated. I would be too. How would he continue to fulfill his promise when she was as sad as she was now? He had promised to be there for her when she lost one of her best friends in that fateful car crash. Now that she was with him and having crossed the seas with him, he was responsible for her sadness and reputation being ruined without having lifted a finger. He knew he had to do something, but what could he do? He needed to get the girl of his dreams happy again. But then it hit him. They all wanted to know the truth, right? That is what he would give them. Sometime later, in an interview, he first denied the allegations of Antonella being a jealous person and wife. He told them that every fault was from him and him alone. He mentioned that he had always been private and lived his life to be as secret as possible. He only wanted to, after playing football, come home to his family and play with his wife, kids and dog. Displaying himself and his family on social media has never been his thing and would never be. From here, everyone could now understand his actions right from the beginning. He opened up on how he first met Antonella and how he had been smitten from that day till now. He touched the park and said he had promised to be with her forever. Now, everyone could understand that Antonella was not just a wife, but also the person he wanted to be with. He is careful around other women, because he does not want to send the wrong message. He knew how quickly his reputation could be damaged because of a woman, so he tried his best to prevent any issues. He now addressed what Susie said about Antonella, citing what was false. He then praised Antonella for being such a strong and supportive person over the years. I admire everything about Antonella. She has many remarkable traits, her good attitude and her personality. I have a bad match and she becomes a sweet spot that helps me get through it. Leo and Antonella deserve more than the happiness they have. They have been through it all, so it was just fitting that Messi would win the World Cup and run towards his wife at the final whistle, hugging his wife right at the touchline. That was one of the most beautiful photos on the internet to date. However, one could not help but wonder what would have happened if he had actually gone out with Susie Cortez. If you think that's insane, click this video to know Messi's biggest secret.